Hi guys, welcome back to the Kenshi kitchen. Welcome back to the world of the Kenshi cuisine. There has always been that one question in my life. I always ask myself, how do you do that? How can you achieve something like that? How can you make your own hashish at home? How do I make that substance, that euphoric making, that interesting Kenshi hashish at home? There were also a couple of people asking for it in the comments. And here we are now. Today we have come together to find out how to make your own Kenshi hashish at home. Actually guys, I already tried to make my own hashish here at home. And unfortunately I got caught by the United Cities. They caught me, they put me inside a cage, they enslaved me and cut off my hair. That's why I don't have any hair anymore. But don't worry guys, it will grow back in approximately 2 or 3 days anyway. So we're all good, but I lost all the hashish in the process. So maybe we can come up with something different. Maybe we can come up with an alternative to our Kenshi hashish that might be as good or maybe even better than the Kenshi hashish we know and love. Something that is legal and easy to make at home. That thing that will be as good or even better than our Kenshi hashish is called Halva. And I think you guys might like this one quite a lot. I myself haven't cooked up that crazy substance before, but I have eaten a little bit of it in the past, maybe a couple of years ago. I kind of know how it should taste like. And today we're gonna find out if we can get close to the real stuff. It has its origins from the Middle East, I think, but for our version today, my childhood version, we're gonna use sunflower seeds. We got the package of sunflower seeds right here. We got half a kilo of sunflower seeds, or it's 650 grams. It's a lot of sunflower seeds. We're gonna turn those into something very delicious. A delicious alternative to the Kenshi hashish. I think the type of halwa would also fit perfectly in the world of Kenshi as a snack, because I haven't seen any snacks in the world of Kenshi, and having a snack like that in a setting like I think it would fit in pretty good. We also need some eggs. I've also got some really fresh eggs right here. And we need some sugar. I also noticed it does look more like we are going to bake something rather than cooking. I'm not good at baking. I probably have never baked in my life before. We're gonna bake up some crazy shit today. I've got an iron cast pan right here. We're gonna put in all the sunflower seeds. We won't be using any oil for that. You don't need to put oil into the pan with the sunflower seeds. It's enough to... Holy shit. That's a lot of sunflower seeds actually. Alright, this is a crazy amount of sunflower seeds. Look at this. I think that's too many, but... Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I think we're gonna bake up some halwa for the whole colony. That will be enough halwa for the whole base. Roast them until they get like a gold brownish color. A color you would find on an outlander slave that was running for way too long under the burning Kenshi sun out in the grand desert. So for our next part we need to blend those sunflower seeds down to a paste. And while the sunflower seeds are still getting burnt to a crisp, let's check out what type of blending device we could use for this operation. I've got a couple of different blending devices. I have never used this one before, so this is going to be interesting. I've got this one. It's a hand blender, I think. I also got this type of blender for our semichki. This one might be a little bit too big. A little bit too much. I think everything would get just stuck inside. That would be a pain in the ass. So I think we're gonna try to blend shit up with this one first. I think we got our sunflower seeds nicely roasted. They have a nice color to them. Look pretty nice. Oh, they're a little bit steamy even. Some of them got burned to a crisp. Some of them are a little bit darker than I wanted them to be. but I think they're pretty good right now. So we are ready. We are ready to put them. Holy shit! We are ready to put them into the bowl. And they're quite hot. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we want to end up with a fairly pasty substance. We need the substance that will remind ourselves of a paste, right? Well guys, it does seem to work, but very slowly. We're already getting like that halva substance. It's still extremely hot. I don't know if this thing is optimized for this kind of work, because the hand blender is getting extremely hot. I think I should let it cool down for a little bit and then continue this blending experience. But it's already looking pretty good inside here. It already looks quite blended. It already looks pretty good, pretty blended up, I would say. It does look pretty good, but I think we can already start preparing the rest of the recipe. And we also need to start caramelizing our sugar. Some might call it crystal meth, but we're gonna call it caramelized sugar. How much sugar do we need? Is this enough? Holy shit, that's a lot of sugar. I think I have never eaten this amount of sugar at once. I mean, I'm not gonna eat all that halva at once in one sitting. No. We got our caramelized sugar going. Now we need to beat up some innocent eggs. Also, we're not supposed to use the egg yolk. We're only supposed to use the egg whites. Now we also need a little bit of salt. Now let's blend that shit up. I think that looks pretty good. So the paste turned out to be pretty good actually. I had to put the hand mixer a couple of times into the freezer because it got way too hot to handle. And now the paste looks very decent. It's actually quite more liquidy. It has become like a liquid. It's floaty. It's like pudding. It's more like peanut butter actually. If you grind down peanut butter, I guess you get the same result. It looks very cool. On the other hand, the caramelized sugar did not turn out that well. It went from a solid state into a liquid state, right? Together with the water. After a while of cooking the caramelized sugar, it turned solid again. I cooked it for so long, all the water went away. I think it looks pretty decent now. We're gonna pour in the caramelized water, the caramelized sugar into the bowl together with the beaten egg. Now that looks pretty awesome, I would say. It's raw beaten eggs with sugar water. It cannot get better than this. Do we taste this? It tastes pretty good. I cannot believe it, but we're coming to the final part. Now all we have to do is to combine those two ingredients together. Pour this inside, and now we only have to mix it up, guys. Oh my lord. It looks like glue mixed together with some sand I found on the beach or something like that. You need kind of a lot of muscle power right here. But it does look like it takes on some shape. I got a small little container right here. I think it might be a little bit too small, but we can try to fit it all inside. Oh my lord. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It does look a little bit different from the pictures I've seen on the internet. We still need to cool it down. So we'll see what happens if it got cooled down. And I just noticed everything did fit into this small little container. Like there's nothing left. And here it is. It's still kind of a little bit like pudding. I'm gonna put it into the fridge and we'll see how it turns out in a couple of hours. I think we have waited long enough. It's been a couple of hours. Let's check on our product. Here it is. I'm very excited. Oh my lord, it looks just like before I put it in the... Alright. How do we get this thing out? It looks kind of firm. It's a little bit oily, but I think that comes from grinding down the sunflower seeds. Alright, let's try to pull it out. You know what I should have done? Maybe I should have put like some foil into the form beforehand. Maybe we need to heat it up again. Maybe it's just a waiting game. We need to wait a little bit until it just pops out all by itself. Maybe we can cut into the sides a little bit. Whoa! There it goes, there it goes! Oh, that looks so good, man. And it tastes pretty good. It's very delicious, man. It does kind of look like a piece of hashish. So what do you guys say? That looks pretty much like a big chunk of hashish. Let's cut off a little bit. Small piece first. This is actually not halva, guys. This is a piece of hashish, man. Well, I guess we're gonna try it to see and find out how it tastes like. Like you normally would not eat all of it in one go. It is very high in calories. It has lots of sugar in it. I'm not that type of guy that eats like a lot of sugary things. I remember I ate a little bit of halva back in the days. Not much, but occasionally as a kid when I was a little bit younger. It was always an interesting delicacy. So let's check it out. Wow, tastes good. Very sweet, but also very nutty, if that's a thing. Ooh, that's really good. Holy shit. It is very wet though. I remember back in the days when I was eating halva from a Russian store. It was kind of a little bit more dry. You could taste the texture and stuff. But I actually prefer this one. This one tastes really amazing actually. Whew. Whoa. Oh my lord. That gives me a very euphoric feeling, man. This is awesome, man. That tastes so good. That could be a thing in the world of Kenshi. It has the same desolate and depressing feeling to it, just like any other Kenshi dish out there in the world of Kenshi. It would fit right into the lore of Kenshi. I would buy that from a hiver somewhere in the swamps. Do this at your own risk though. Don't eat too much of that halwa stuff. Could be bad for your teeth. Just like hashish, I wouldn't recommend to overdo it. Just like everything in life, I would say. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking around, watching me do some kind of weird stuff here in the Kenshi kitchen once more again. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and big thanks to all my Patreons. Thank you so much, guys. And until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.